This house and kennels here in Kent have been in the O'Sullivan family for many years and are steeped in greyhound history.
Originally it was a pig farm that my dad bought when he was at Crayford, the old Crayford, and they all went contract. They had to get their own kennels. So there's a lot of history here. He built all this and he built the track. And yeah, the family's been involved ever since.
It's a huge family thing, actually about 40 years, you think, since you took over from your dad, but he's still involved as well?
He is, he still comes up, potters about, drives me mad still. Goes up and does a bit of work on the track. He's 83 now, still plays a bit of golf and he enjoys it, gives him something to do. And then we've got Rose, my daughter, who's working for me. She had a little stint with David Mullins for a while, which done her good. So she's hopefully she's going to take over at some point.
The rest of the family also involved though. Jackie, your wife, very much involved with doing the pups.
Jackie's been doing the pups. She's done really well with the pups this year. Having 2 litters together is really hard. And then Chloe, she's the vet. Chloe's the clever one out of the family.
Handy to have a vet on board, but also your son Sean maybe wasn't so into the greyhounds, but lockdown kind of changed that.
Yeah, lockdown, it was a big help in lockdown because we didn't have many staff in. Still had a lot of dogs to put out like everyone else did. And Sean not being at school, he got up every morning and helped. And it was a big help. And he got involved a little bit, yeah, he enjoyed it, yeah.
Well, Sean, I'm told it was lockdown that kind of got you into greyhounds. What changed?
Well, it's gone from always having people up here doing it all for me, or obviously for doing it for dads, and I've never really had to do any of it. So it's kind of a bit of a push in the direction, not a choice, but I think I've enjoyed doing it, I'd say that. Because let's say when I've not been up there doing that, I've been doing stuff with my granddad, fixing stuff, repairing stuff. It's just been quite an experience, let's say that to the least.
And it's really normal for you to be surrounded by this. So what is it like, kind of being born into a family that's absolutely steeped in greyhound racing?
Well, it's interesting to say the least. Let's say most dinner times there's all talking about dogs. Let's say a normal family just be asking about how's your day at work been, but no, it's all about dogs. Dad and Rose always on about trials and all stuff like that. It's just habit, isn't it? You can't really do anything else about it. It's just always what comes up in the conversation.
No choice but to like it, really.
Exactly. You can't really say you can't like it when you're always up here the whole time, but I have been enjoying it. The dogs are quite special, let's say. I never used to think of a greyhound as a dog I'd love for a pet the whole time, but ever since we've had our old dog Angry Man in, we always used to have him up, but now he's in the house called Angus and he's always loving the place. He just loves it completely.
You mentioned that Rosie hopefully will take over from you in due course. Are you glad about that?
Yes and no. I mean, I did say to her she ought to look at some other channels like dog grooming or something to do with, pets, something she likes. But she does like the dog racing. It's changed so much in the years. Hopefully it could carry on and be good for her. It can get better. So.
Obviously, when you took over the licence from your dad, you booted him out of the house and took over the house as well. Is the same thing going to happen in a couple of years with Rosie?
Well, she thinks so. But there's a nice caravan there for her. She can go in there.